Before we get started, I want to put a little disclaimer out there that I am not an attorney. This is something that I do to form my LLC. This is for educational purposes, and I would recommend seeking professional advice. So this is how I do it. So with that being said, let's get started. Show you how to start your LLC. First thing you need to do is you got to differentiate from other LLCs. It can't be the same. It can be close to the same. So let's say you want Blue Rock LLC. Let's say you want Blue Rock LLC, and it's already taken. Okay, so what I mean by differentiate, I mean you can't do something like Blue Rock Business LLC. So let's say you do something like that. Chances are they're not going to give it to you just because it's so close to Blue Rock LLC. So you want to stay away from something like this. You want to make it a little bit different, and you want it unique for branding purposes anyway. So let's say you do something like Blue Mountain LLC. That's a different story. You can do that, but you can't do something similar to like Blue Rock and this Blue Rock Business. You can't do it. You can't do, let's say, Blue Rock Blue Rock Dash. Can't do that either, or anything close to it, or Blue Rock Stone. You can't do that. It has to be totally different, so what you want to do is differentiate no matter what. The file for an LLC is through these internet lawyer sites like LegalZoom, InkFile, and just a whole bunch of others. And these are the easiest way to do it because you don't have to do nothing. You fill out a questionnaire and then they do the rest. The problem with this is they're expensive, and the questionnaire you're filling out, you can do that on your own on the state site. So let's say the fees from the state filings, they can be as low as $50. They can be as high as $200 or maybe more. My state of Ohio charges $99 to file. And when you go through these sites, they have their own fees, and they just have a ton of upsells that you don't need. Let's say they'll say, we'll get you your EIN, which is the social security number for your business. And you can do that yourself. It only takes about 2 minutes. It's free. And these people will try to upsell it to you for like $99. They'll try to upsell you stamps, rush delivery, just a whole bunch of garbage. And you don't really need it. The last time I did something like this, I paid close to $500, and I could have just did it myself for $99. It would only took about 5 or 10 minutes. And if you really don't want to do this on your own, this is the way to go. But I wouldn't recommend it because it's so easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I say let's take it a little bit further. If it was up to me, I'd say use something unique, something that's going to benefit you, something that you can brand later. Let's say White Creek Laundry LLC. I don't know if there's a city named White Creek, or White Creek Laundry, but this is just an example. Just make it totally different. As you can see, it's nothing close to Blue Rock or Blue Rock Stone. It's not even close to Blue Mountain. Just do something that's real unique. Okay, so we'll take this and copy that for now. What I like to do is I go to Namecheap. It's a domain registrar. It has nothing to do with your LLC, but I come here because if it's available here, the chances are it's going to be available for your LLC, and if it's not available here, it's probably not going to be available there either. The domainers, they like to buy all the domains, anything that sounds decent, and try to sell it to you later for a ridiculous price. So this is a good way to start. You can use any domain registrar. Let's say bluerock.com. As you can see, bluerock.com is already taken. So it was registered in 1995. So let's go to my Ohio LLC lookup. Let's say Blue Rock, and we'll look and search. And as you can see, people have it in their domain. So Blue Rock Cafe, Blue Rock LLC, or 1710, whatever that is. Blue Rock LLC 2937 Blue Rock. I mean, this is just too close. It's way too close, and it's not unique, and I don't want nothing to do with that. So I suggest you just stay away from it. So I just want to show you that as an example. So I'm going to go back to Namecheap, and then we're going to try the one that we came up with. What was it? White Creek Laundry. As you can see, whitecreeklaundry.com is available, and so we'll take that, and then we'll do a LLC lookup on your state lookup, and it's probably not going to be available here. I mean, it's possible that it is, but I doubt it. As you can see, there's no data available, so that's why I go to the domain registrar and see if it's even registered. If it's not registered, there's a good chance that it's not going to be registered as an LLC, and you'll be free to use it. So that's the first step. Now that we found the .com that's available, we're going to go to Google, and you're going to Google trademark search, and go past the ads, and the first one that's going to show up is called Search Trademark Database, United States, PTO, and make sure it has a .gov at the end, so you know it's the government database. And what you're going to do is scroll down, and you see here where it says Search Our Trademark Database, the TESS. You're going to click that, and then you're going to go with the basic word mark search, and click that. And here is where you're going to put your new name, and you're going to click Submit Query. And as you can see, no test records were found to match the criteria of your query. Click back in the browser to return to the previous session. So let's recap here. It's available as the .com, which is something you want for yourself. It's not trademarked. This is the United States Government Trademark Office, so those three words are not trademarked at all. And it's not taken by at least by the Ohio LLC search. So that's, once you know it's available, then you can proceed to the next step to register your LLC. But let me go to Google real quick and show you how to find your own LLC. So we'll go LLC lookup, and then you're going to put your state, California, Texas, Florida, whatever. I'm in Ohio, so I put Ohio, and what comes up after the ads is business search Ohio SOS.gov, Ohio Secretary of State business search name. As you can see, the ads, they're really desperate for you to go through them, and it's so easy to get your own LLC, but as you can see, they pay tons of money to try to get you to, go through them, and then they charge you hundreds of dollars for something you can do yourself for free. So you just click your state, Secretary of State, and then search business name, and here's where you put it in. I click all because well, let me explain this now that I'm here. it shows you the canceled and the dead and the active. So let's say something that's probably taken, let's say laundry, and we'll search so I can explain this. Okay, you got Super Laundry, 30-minute laundry of Canton, and so on and so on. So the status here is active. If it's active, that means that it's still going and you cannot use it. Okay, if it's canceled, that means it's no longer available. I mean, it's no longer registered, and anybody can, you know, take this 30-minute laundry of Canton Inc. and register it. Okay, and then the other one is dead. Dead is just it's the same thing as cancel. Either the owner killed it, or maybe the state killed it for certain reasons. But you know, cancel and dead, you can register it. 4-Hour Laundry and Dry Cleaning Company, you'd be free to register this as an LLC just because it's dead and it's canceled. Now the ones that are active, that means they're active till this day. You cannot use these. 5 Points Laundry LLC, you cannot use it. You can only use the dead and the cancel. All right, so we're gonna move to the next step. So now that you've done your due diligence and you found your LLC name, the next step will be to set up a registered agent. A registered agent is someone who can accept mail on your behalf. In a lot of states, you can be your own registered agent, which is in Ohio, which is something I do. So you have to have this, you know, to be able to have an LLC, because in case your business gets sued, you'd have to be able to accept certified mail, you know, with the court dates or whatever. So I'm going to show you how to set this up in the next video, and we'll go from there.